Can you aim it down a little bit, please? Slow it down. Listen, it's called Leticia. Slow it down. You look like shit.
No!
I don't care about him. I care about how we look. Slow the camera down, girl. Damn good.
It's pretty bad when the only response that they have to even further proof that they are hiding Leticia, lying for Leticia, and trying to convince people that somehow your money that you donated Marvin Jr. and the grandchild, it just doesn't exist anymore. It was a dream. Billy boop, billy boop, billy boop. It never happened. It was a lie. Pew, 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 pew. You don't remember anything. Stare into the hypnosis. The gaslighting will set you free. They don't want you to even think about the fact that they have access to Leticia the whole time, that they lied and said that she ran off. Further proof of that has come out, and I don't even care to show it to you. I don't even care to put it on the screen and break it down, because they still haven't responded to what we showed you in our last stream or the stream before, where we have completely decimated and exposed what they did with all of the money you gave them. We've shown you every detail. We've been meticulous because, of course, when we come out and we tell you that's there and we show you the proof, they say, oh my God, you're defaming me and lying on me. So we're like, okay, fine. We'll spend enormous amounts of time laying it out step by step by step. And then crickets are chirping. Kind of, because those crickets are e-begging for money. Those crickets want you to give them more cash. But what they don't want you to do is think about the fact that you gave them $50, $80, $100,000 when they said they were in their most desperate emergency situation. Ho Williams over here, H.O. Williams, abbreviated to Ho Williams over here, doesn't care that Molly stole all this money and just doxed anyone that asked questions, and then decided to attack Dre in perpetuity because, of course, Dre is the thing she made the money off of, and then she's just changing subjects now. At least that's what they want you to think, because some of you out there still hold to the theory that they are not changing subjects and that they are going to be in Arizona. So I'll tell you this much. If they pop up anywhere near Arizona, you best believe they messing with Dre. Okay? You best believe they may not want to admit to you that they're going to Dre's. They've already told us that they're going to Dre's. And Ho Williams. Well, you know what just happened a few days ago? Ho Williams. Remember when Ho Williams, H.O. Williams, abbreviated to Ho Williams? Do you remember when Ho Williams decided that she was going to go to St. Jude's? And do you remember how it got her simps to throw super chats and gifted subs at her? Gifted members, remember? Hey, Barbie, thank you. You do recall this, right? Because guess what happened a few days ago? She got paid. The St. Jude money just hit her bank account on the 21st. And you know what she was doing? She was counting down on her clock, tickety, 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 waiting until that money came in so she could take off running straight to the airport to fly to Mrs. Golightly. See, some people in the comments section of some of the clip channels were asking, How does she have the money to fly to jet set up to Molly's? Well, it's simple. She doesn't pay any bills. And when she does a stunt like St. Jude's, that money gets paid on the 21st of the next month. So that you have to have the end of the month happen. YouTube will process your paycheck to make sure they've got the exact correct amount of money between the 1st and, into near the 21st. And on the 21st, they're going to pay you. I got paid. Well, I'm happy you're a member, Barbie. We're glad to have you. And, Sienna says we don't want Molly in Tucson. Hashtag justice for Dre. Is there going to be justice for Marvon and his family, Dre? Is there? The only justice would be Leticia actually being investigated. You knowing where every dime of your money went and her explaining to you why she stole your cash. No matter how many times they try and ignore the fact that they stole the money. They stole the money. They can't explain how they didn't steal the money because they stole the money. Well, how about this? If I tell you, if you give me $100, that in the morning a package is going to show up with a very awesome big golden coin, and that package just never shows up, and I keep your money, I stole your money. I don't even need to get into comparisons. I don't even have to go further. To break all this down, I don't have to. Molly herself has screamed about people doing fundraisers, not showing proof, not showing where the money went. And the first sniff that she gets that they're not going to show you what she wants them to show you, she calls it a scam and says they stole money. Now, why are we here today? Because, in me preparing to upload another video closing off the Dre fundraiser onto UNIRock 2, I've decided that I'm going to pull some more clips live with you because I've been pulling clips off the air a lot and prepping for that. And I've found some clips that I think are very relevant for us to go through. I don't know what Navy's getting into today, but he knows he's welcome to jump in. I know we're early, and he may be a little busy, so he might come in and out. Maybe he'll jump in. Maybe he won't. We'll see what happens. Well, that's a good thing that crashed now. Get that out of the way. So we've got a few good clips to show you. Where's that one? Where's that one really good one? I just had it up. I couldn't have closed it. Maybe I've got it on another. Oh, I've got a lot of tabs open. All right. Okay, so this is our main reaction right here. And then we've got a video. This is Loser Clip Channels lying about my Patreon. Don't believe these losers. What did this lady say about her Patreon? Do any of you know? Because I would love... We don't know if they're going there. We have no idea. We know that they're planning a trip and that H.O. Williams, abbreviated to Ho Williams, is most likely at Molly's house because Ho Williams is going to accompany Molly wherever she's going. If Molly was telling the truth. Again, Molly's a liar, a pathological liar. So these things that I'm telling you are things they've said. These are things they've said or things that make sense to the things they've said. I'll give you an example. Oh, there's my clip. There's my clip I needed. I'll give you an example here. Molly had said that she was going on a new trip. She was going to go do something. Then she revealed that Marvon Sr. was going to Arizona. And then she implied that she might even accompany him there and she might be going there. Then while talking about topics that relate to that subject, she showed that she had, from her Patreon, demanded the simps to give her credits or gift cards to the airline. And now H.O. Williams, after she got paid by YouTube on the 21st, has decided to flap her wings and fly up to Molly's house. So one of the best clips from their little get together is right here. So let's start with it. Truly.
So suck it, haters.
Love the intro song. H.O. Williams is so obsessed with people that criticize her that it's all she thinks about. That is all that comes out of her mouth. It's all she thinks about. Whoever you are, whoever is out there that sticks in her craw of her crawfish so bad, I salute you, because whatever you've done to criticize this person has them so upset that they whine and cry and bloviate about it every time they speak. So hats off to you.
Thank you, SoFlo. Thank you.
Listen, sweetheart, height, weight, nothing. Look at that.
Come in closer.
I don't want to see this. I don't like looking at demons' bodies. Like, if I'm going to look at a body and it's a demon's body, demons' bodies, have you ever seen a demon? Have you ever seen, like, a movie that tries to accurately portray a demon? I don't want to see the body of a demon.
Look at that.
Yeah, there you go.
See that?
Look at that.
Help!
Look at that washboard
Look at that.
stomach.
Well, it's not washboard, but I saw dents, sweetheart.
Why,
Carrying
girl?
my weight, shit.
Okay, hopefully we just got through it all.
Oh. We need to go have fun tonight. We need to go have fun.
Shut up, H.O. Williams, abbreviated Ho Williams. Shut up.
Tonight.
You are a horrible singer. Horrible singer. I've heard better singers drunk in an alley at 3 a.m.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the same microphone.
$100 will get us dinner.
You guys are so fucking broke after you got paid on the 21st by YouTube. YouTube paid you, you two broke losers, on the 21st, and you're broke already and have to e-beg for your dinner, huh?
Plus tip.
$100 buys your dinner. $100. What a celebrity. I swear I just saw Tom Cruise live on social media last week, and that mother effer was begging for someone to buy him dinner. And I'm like, what a celebrity, Tom Cruise.
Listen, people, the crazier we are tonight. Oh, Herman sent $25 on PayPal. Thank you, Hermit. Herman's not a frog. Thank you, my love. I appreciate it.
Hermit, if this person loves you, you better be scared. Next thing you know, they're going to be knocking down fences at hospitals around where you live trying to find you.
I'm taking the show on the road today and tomorrow.
Thank you, Kelly.
We all, you know what it means.
Amanda, thank you for the $15.
This is travel funds, people.
Travel funds, people. Navy, hey man, what's up?
Not much. Bubba's got home from doing laundry and a little bit of grocery shopping, so I figured I'd jump in.
They're begging for money for dinner, and then claiming that the money coming in is going to be going to quote unquote travel funds.
So does that mean DoorDash since the food travels to your door?
I think that means they're going to go spend $100 stuffing their faces, being as gluttonous as humanly possible. And then they're going to tip somebody like 0.8%. And then they're going to get on the road to go to Arizona to harass Dre. That's my guess.
I have a boyfriend.
Mallory, I took down your Cash App. I don't know Marissa's. Are you hungry? Are you saying that you want to...
Oh my God, that reminds me. I need to put my stuff up, and I'm not even going to e-beg you. I'm just going to put it there in case you want to donate. So let me get that in. Pin that up. Did H.O. Williams, abbreviated Ho Williams, kick Molly out of her usual seat in front of the camera? Oh yeah, definitely.
Send me a Cash App and you want to send Marissa's? Marissa will tell you what hers is.
Well, if you...
Oh, I'm sure Molly doesn't care that you're on her channel e-begging your ass off, getting her subscribers money. And you know, it's just, I swear this has nothing to do with you doing them the St. Jude's favor. This is not related at all. You showing up and you being on her channel and sharing your pay links on her channel, that has nothing to do with you going to St. Jude. Nothing whatsoever. Thank you, Tina. That's very beautiful what do you call it? A sticker. Yeah, they call it a sticker. Man, those animations are so smooth. But no, you know, guys, seriously, this is completely a coincidence. This is a pure coincidence. This is pure randomosity that H.O. Williams, abbreviated Ho Williams, showed up at Molly's. You know, remember what happened if you rewind your mind, biddly bink, back to the St. Jude situation. The entire Ashley furniture scenario happened, right? So you have the Ashley furniture scenario where Molly and Betty decide to start some trouble, get somebody fired, ruin somebody's life, act like Karens, entitled Better Than Thou People, and cause a big scene right after they got exposed for a major piece of information showing that they were actually working with Leticia in the fundraiser. The first big nervous reaction to people, the entire YouTube community realizing all of them were involved. All of them were personally vested. All of them were basically in the accounts with Leticia. That first piece of information scared Molly so bad she tried to create the distraction of the Ashley furniture scenario. And when that failed and ended up backfiring in her face, Ho Williams, abbreviated from H.O. Williams, decided, oh my God, Barbie, thank you so much. See, you guys are very supportive and awesome, and I love you for it. Thank you. Because here, when you do donate, you're choosing to. I'm not begging you to. I'm giving you an option. And you know that it'll support my show. And very soon, you're going to notice the fruits of your donations paying off because I'm getting some new equipment for my studio, new PC. Even though this PC is massively powerful, I'm going to be getting a lot of that, a lot of new stuff. So it's going to be really upping the stream and the uploading capacity. But anyway, remember though, that after the Ashley furniture situation, we had the St. Jude's situation. And when that happened, I had said that because the Ashley furniture distraction didn't work, Molly most likely hit up H.O. Williams, abbreviated Ho Williams, and asked her to go and start some trouble, make a big scene. And if you do, you're going to get some super chats. And if you do, you're going to get some money that when you get paid on the 21st of next month, when that St. Jude's money, the money you get for exploiting those kids and acting like a fool and trying to get people fired from their jobs when you don't work, but they do, that money comes in on the 21st, and you can fly up to my house, says Molly to H.O. Williams, and I'll do a stream, and I'll let you make all the money from it, and I'll help you get some more money even, and I'll help you get some subs and stuff from my audience. You see, now these are predictions I made back when they did this distractionary measure. Oh my God, Lauren, thank you. You guys are so awesome. You guys that get the free memberships, they'll appear right here, okay? And they'll be in the chat too, so it'll let you know. But it's almost like I'm a future predicting sage of the internet, like a Nostradamus or a Unidamus, if you will. Because Navy, I called all of this shit. You did too, and now here they are. It's no surprise. You think it's a coincidence yourself?
No,
you think
they're very fucking predictable because they run like scared mice. Anytime something gets a little bit too close to home, they're afraid they're going to get outed. And so you can just watch them. They're like the worst poker players ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Back when this St. Jude shit happened with H.O. Williams, we said the next thing you know, H.O. Williams is going to show her ass up on Molly's streams. And some people were like, well, it's been a minute and she didn't show up. Well, yeah, because the money doesn't come in until the 21st of the next month. So that whole St. Jude's fiasco, you know, H.O. Williams has to get her money saved up so she can travel up to Molly's. And this is really the first chance she got. She did it.
And if anybody sends me Cash App, I'm using it tonight for all of us to out. It's going to be me, Princess. Oh, where's prank caller?
Wait, you just said that Princess, hold on. You just said that Princess was so on drugs, and you said that Princess was so drunk and messed up that Princess was shitting blood, vomiting blood, and dying. That's what you said.
Drink for
You just got $20 over there.
I know, that's, you know, that is right. Worst prank caller?
No.
Melissa. In my voice, you would have been alive.
Oh, somebody just sent me $20.
Ooh.
Thank you,
$20.
Jenny. Everyone, again, will people please help me remind people that for some reason
Huh?
I can't stand like her voice. It hurts my ear brains.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just really, really creepy.
the super chat.
I mean, we already know that H.O. Williams, abbreviated Ho Williams, likes to creep around and stalk and creep up on cancer kids. We already have absolute proof of that, recorded evidence of that. And now every time I hear H.O. Williams, abbreviated Ho Williams, talk, all I can envision is this person running up and some really sickly cancer kid trying to get away. You know,
That is not able to function.
There he is.
I should. Now where's the competition, people? Now I got my girl trying to beat me over here.
Yeah,
So
I am.
yeah, this is not your e-begging plot whatsoever. No, no, no.
Hit her over the head with that fucking stuff.
come on.
Come on. Give me that money after I just told you that we're having a competition to see who can get the most money in their account, so then we can go out and buy a bunch of substances that may or may not be alcohol and other things, and then act a fool and hopefully go travel somewhere and harass some people.
If y'all want to see
All
me
right,
go
people.
harass more sick kids, you better just start sending that money in.
There's plenty of other children's hospitals out there, guys. We need that money. Come on.
Thank you for the $15.
This is travel funds, people.
These are travel funds. Those sick kids aren't going to stock themselves. Oh, shit.
We thought to make this video and just be straight and
Yeah, I love that line. These sick kids aren't going to stock themselves, says H.O. Williams, abbreviated Ho Williams. Freedom. Oh, my God, you guys. You're killing me. I love it. Thank you.
honest about what we thought
Too
about Dre McCRAY. One of the things that stuck out is
So this is Forgotten Whispers. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Chronicles of the Shady. I apologize. Thank God that Chronicles of the Shady clipped this, because they hit it. They hit it because of the screaming and the attacking and the doxing. Hey, Barbie, thank you. Oh my God, you're too kind. But because of all these things, they hit it. And there was a big portion of this stream where they were going after a patron, because that patron had come out and exposed Molly for doing certain things with her patron that she didn't agree with. Now, I don't have the specifics on this because most of this just happened. I'm just finding out about it. But oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, I've got the entire stream. Oh, I've got the whole public stream that Molly just did. It was a public stream that was streamed so that everybody in the public could see it. Thank you, Barbie. And she decided to lock it down afterwards because of some of the things that happened. And now we have it. Oh, heavens. Oh, heavens to Betsy. Or were we here? We already watched that, didn't we? Yeah, it's the next one.
That my best friend.
so basically we just thought to make this video and just be straight and honest about what we thought.
I'm so glad that we have this because, for one, Forgotten Whispers is the channel, is really good at clipping this stuff down and typically gets the things out of the huge bloviation event. You know what I'm saying? Like the giant 4.8 on the bloviation scale, and clipping it down to what we need to see, so we don't have to go to an entire stream Molly and Spankaroo did in his free candy van talking about this subject. We have it more, clipped down.
About Dre McCRAY.
I gotta stop laughing at my own jokes, damn it.
One of the things that
I'm trying to slip my jokes in there, and I keep laughing at them.
stuck out is why she has come back.
Oh yeah, like it's just so incredibly bad that a creator with 800,000 followers decides that they're going to upload and make content on their channel. Like that itself is horrible. Wow, we need a reason, right? It's not like we need to know what she's doing with it to determine whether it's good or bad. Oh no, it's just immediately the worst thing ever for some reason that I can't figure out.
Why she came back and how people were shocked and thought that we would be shocked at why she came back. No.
I don't think anyone's shocked at her coming back. I wanted her to come back way earlier. And you are shocked. You are completely scared. You peed your pants worse than Betty when she was stanky legging her ass out of that. I gotta stop laughing at my jokes. Out of that Ashley furniture store. You were freaking out. You went on a complete mental breakdown when she came back. So don't even sit now after we witnessed you go on this mental stanky leg pea sock breakdown and don't even try to back out of it.
I'm not shocked that she came back.
You're not only shocked, you're scared out of your mind. You're scared witless.
Back to social media. That's how she makes her money.
Oh, that's not what you said in the last couple streams you did before this one. This is what you call immediate damage control, y'all. Immediate damage control. Well, Evil Queen, that's a great point. But even more than that, what's crazy is that she was sitting there just insulting the living shit out of her and putting her down and lying on her and attacking her. And now it's like how we really feel. No, we know how you really feel. We know this is you getting so much shit from people and you realizing that whole audience that you convinced through all your lies and manipulations and pulling at the heartstrings, using Leticia, Marvin Sr., playing off of Marvin being in a coma, all these things, the kid being in danger, you had convinced this large amount of people that Dre was the bad guy. And after months of us cleaning up your fucking mess, now you've realized you're going to have to damage control all that shit you talked on Dre. And then you're going to have to change the subject real fast. But it's going to be hard for you, Molly, because you're going to get angry. You don't know how to put your anger in check, and you're going to want to run to your stream the next time that Dre pisses you off when she probably isn't even talking about you. And you're going to want to defend yourself, and then you're going to go nuclear, and then you're going to say a bunch of horrible, abhorrent shit, and we're all going to laugh at it, and then everybody's going to know how bad you are, and so then you're going to damage control again, and it's just the constant cycle of Molly Go Lightly.
I'm shocked she left.
Yeah, look at Spanky over here. Look, like old 4-year-old Spanky. What's up? He looks like a kid.
Hey, Kelly. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Well,
hey, Kelly
reading
says
the chat. Go ahead. Go ahead.
She says, UNIRock, did you see someone say Leticia was in Vada Potatoes live today? Or Vada Potatoes today?
Oh, no, she was. She was. Potato Veda. Yeah. And we're going to get into this too. But they ended up going live and trying to defend themselves from the being exposed that they all have access to Leticia's Cash App. Potato Veda didn't realize that we have ultimate proof of Molly having access to that Cash App in the beginning all the way to now. So they thought they could slip by without bringing up the fact that Molly had most likely created Leticia's Cash App and is logged into Leticia's Cash App. And they forgot about that, or because I was very much focusing in my stream on the fact that they all were logged in and that Veda had exposed this. And then later in the stream is when I kind of went into more details of what more information that we have that shows that Molly and her friends are logged into these accounts. And they have fallen in the trap again and gone live and admitted and trying to defend themselves, said things like what you just said and trying to make excuses for how Veda got access. But Veda, doesn't matter how you got access. We know that you got access from Molly. You want to claim that 2 weeks ago I talked to Leticia for 5 seconds and she gave me access to everything. No, I'm sorry, not going to work. But we also know factually that Molly has been having access to that. Molly even knows this. It's why Molly's too scared to actually talk about this. So, you know, we got you. But even worse, in them going live and playing this little game, they ended up admitting a bunch more shit that was just really bad for Leticia. And you know, this Potato Veda is telling Leticia and Molly while she's getting scolded by them, how in the hell do you say things like this to get us in this much trouble? You said you knew everything about this. You said you watched all their streams. And she's, I'll fix it. I'll fix it, my queen. My God, my queen. Did you see what I showed you about Potato Veda where she's saying that God led her to do what she's doing, lying and gaslighting and all of that? So that shows that she is yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to, no, go ahead, please finish. Sorry.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was just going to say two things. One, hey, Veda Potato, like God talked to me earlier and he says, quit, stop, don't do this. please don't do this. And two, Kelly made a Vada Tata video and it's in the bottom of the gym.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, all I was trying to say is the list some of the things that they did that they admitted to in this stream and all that, but we'll get to that later. So
More than anything.
No, and
oh my God.
So many
videos of that.
What up?
I was just saying, Forgotten Whispers is amazing. This stuff with Lucy is hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It really is. All right. So let's get into the main event, if you will. It turns out H.O. Williams, abbreviated Ho Williams, has popped up at Molly's. Again, just in case you weren't here earlier, because a lot more people are here now. This obviously is her reward for going to St. Jude's and perpetrating the secondary distraction, the first one being Ashley Furniture. And as all of us in the chat, everybody here called out back then, just wait, because after she did what Betty and Molly wanted her to do, to go to St. Jude's, create a big scene, create a big distraction, use the kids to do it, make some money off of it. She made her money, of course, on the 21st, a few days ago, and used that money to fly and flap her wings up to Molly in Pennsylvania. And of course, this video has been privated, just to catch you guys up that came in a little later, because of course they said and did things that they don't want people to clip and see. Too late. This is the entire stream. Oh, no, it's right here, actually. Let me get, this is, excuse me. This is the entire stream, Molly. So, you did publicly display this, therefore I can react to it under fair use. And the clip we saw of them e-begging came from this, so we'll skip it when we get there.
Can you aim it down a little bit, please?
why?
Tilt it down. Because listen, it's called an angle. Tilt it down. We look like shit.
No, tilt it up because
I don't care about him. I care about how we.
I don't know why Molly allows this narcissist on her panel and to be around. These are the things that Molly does in that little cycle that she gets in when she's desperate and needs people around her to help her and can only find the worst of the worst to come to her rescue. She is still in that space where Potato Veda and the others failed. Now Ho Williams, abbreviated from H.O. Williams, is going to come in and try to take Molly out to some heels on the ground money and content. Of course, H.O. Williams, abbreviated to Ho Williams, doesn't realize that Molly is getting Tom in the shot, that you're a narcissist and you're the guest, so you should be allowing Molly to do it how she wants to do it and shut your mouth. But because you're such a narcissist, oh, of course you're going to bully Molly around, which Molly deserves, by the way, for having you there. So get what you deserve, Molly.
Hey, look, tilt the camera down, girl. Tilt the camera. There you go.
Oh, yeah. That looks so much better now that you've cut Tom Cruise's face off. Now we have no clue who you have paid $100 to have put into this full-sized billboard so that you can try, when you're drunk and lonely at night, when Walter's not around, to live out your crazy cardboard sexual fantasies. I am writing some damn good jokes today.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
So
Her and Tom. Have you ever seen what's the Christmas movie with the kid? Home Alone, where they're all dancing, right? And the lights are all you can see when you're out front is all these people dancing inside the house. That's what it looks like at Molly's house when no one's home. It's late at night. She's crying and dancing with Tom Cruise, bawling her eyes out. Tom, I'm so lonely. Walter, where are you? Do 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 twirl twirl.
Basically, right here we're recording her show, and it's not even fair use. It's original. Look who's here, everyone. All 8 of you. Look who's in my house. Look.
What the fuck are you talking about fair use for? You're on your own. You're on your own channel.
There's a couch.
That couch is gorgeous.
You think?
It really is.
It's really not. It's very mundane. The flowers are gorgeous. The couch is just a white, normal couch. Are you that restricted to your shed that you look at normal, mundane couches and say, "Oh my God, I need that"?
Hi, Lexi, sexy taxi.
Misfit Brit, liking.
You notice everyone that they name off has sexy or fit in their name. Lexi, sexy, texy. Fit Brit. It's like, are these people real, Molly? Are these not your mods on their sock accounts here? Because I swear there's something going
Can you see
on.
it?
That's a stupid question. Hey, K-Bear.
Hello, Doves.
Hey, JoJo. You like that? There's a couch.
That's a couch, sure. It's a very non-descript couch. It's very like, what are you bringing up this couch for? This has to be one of the most Navy. This is I'm literally. I need to go play a video game. This is getting boring. What the hell are these two doing, bro?
Bubba, I don't know. I can't figure it out. It's like they're boring with each other. Like they bore each other to death. Now they're sitting there arguing about where to put the damn camera.
And then you got the turbo narcissist, Ho Williams, that just cut Tom Cruise's head off. And if you look, she's got her phone. Like, this is the worst setup I have ever seen. Why is her phone blocking her from Molly's stream? Like, is she this narcissistic? Because you know that what she's doing is streaming too on her phone, most likely to her channel or who knows, or recording or something. So it's, oh my God, I have to have proof I was with the celebrity Molly Golightly. Oh my God. It's the crowning achievement of my life, Mom. And so she's got to have the evidence. She's got to stream it or do something. And she sees Molly's camera. She can tell that Tom's head. She can tell that, you know, she needs to lower the camera and cut off Tom's head. But then her whole stankin' phone is in the way.
This is like the best thing to wake up to. I agree. What could be better?
Look.
We know that you agree, Mal. You're a narcissist. What could be better than the two of you embarrassing yourselves e-begging on stream? I mean, I could think of about 46.2 billion things if I really tried and name them all off over a period of a few thousand years. But I mean, you, on the other hand, think that this is like, you know, your life's goal, your crowning achievement, and everyone should care.
Hi, ICU. Look who's here.
Hello, I see.
Yeah, it's so funny. Her audience, I swear, these are her mods logged in on sock accounts, because there's a girl in the chat called Intensive Care Unit, ICU. I mean, they literally aren't even trying. It's like, how can we like exploit these sick kids a little more? I know. Let's name our mods sock accounts after the intensive care units that they're put in.
ICU. Welcome.
Hi, ICU.
Welcome.
Look who's here.
Like, all of the hospitals around the globe, anytime Mallory says ICU, they immediately go to stage red. They're like, get all the security guards. Molly said the word ICU. Get them in.
She flew in really early. I was on the toilet when she said, I just landed. I was like, oh.
She said, literally, I'm on the shitter. I'm like, well, take your time, girl. I'm just literally getting.
You know, Mal, you are someone in the comments section of the other clip, the 10-minute clip, said that they are extremely vulgar and nasty and all this. Yeah, I definitely. I don't want to think about doo-doo. Thank you, Mal. You're so classy. So freaking classy. I don't see this being embarrassing to any degree. You know?
Literally. I just got off the plane.
No, you had gotten off the toilet. She had gotten off the plane. So now you've gotten off the plane. What was she doing? Was she on the toilet?
Okay, so something's going on with I think it's because I'm coming from the phone or something.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Mal just making this the most exciting stream you've ever seen.
I don't know what it
I told you, look, intensive care unit. And if you look at the picture, this is definitely one of those little sock accounts that Molly employs her patrons and payees to do extra work for her by logging in on. You've got Sexy Texy, you've got Fit Brit, and you've got St. Jude's Intensive Care Unit.
It is people. What do you, they can't donate memberships.
God.
They can't buy memberships either at this point. They're having an issue.
Shut up, Mal. No one gives a shit.
Well, I'm
Is this on 1.5 times? I swear.
It needs to be. It needs to be.
This is on. I swear to God, dude, this is on 1.5. I wouldn't have been able to tell.
How fucking
Holy
slow are these
shit.
people talking? Oh my God. And the fact that Molly's watermark is right over Mallory's face makes me laugh too.
Oh, I love it too. Yeah. Yeah. It's like bloop, bloop. It actually helps because we're only getting like a good 35% of Mallory, which is very good.
I'm over here.
Thanks, Molly.
Thank you, Molly.
Your crowd is genuinely more generous to you than they are with me.
I've got mine.
Apparently, people are holding on.
I've worked. You know, we've worked together too.
I know.
No, you didn't. The word work is the exact opposite of what you have done with Molly or any of them. Stop using that word unless you're just doing it so that we can cringe and laugh at you even more than we already do. And in that case, yes, I'm going to turn on the lol meter because this is hilarious. Mallory just said, oh, wrong button. You've been mollied. Dun, 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 dun. Wrong button here. The lol thermometer, the lol meter is getting turned on because, oh shit, what happened there? Got messed up. Let me fix it. Then let me. Why? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, I jacked that thing up. Okay, this is going bye-bye. Anyway, back to what I was saying, though. Now I'm jacking the whole thing up. That's wonderful. I hit the wrong button? Okay. All right. And, oh, here we go. And if we're going to turn on the lull meter, we need to give it at least a few points for Mallory stating that they work together. Work.
No, but it's okay. Apparently, a lot of people are holding on to this
This is 1.5 times, y'all.
$60 breakfast that I treated myself to. I've never had a $60 breakfast in my entire life, and I'm going to be 50.
What did she say?
I've worked. You know, we've worked together too.
I know, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, a lot of people
And Molly's like, shut up, Mal. We've never worked.
holding on to this
It's okay, Mal. Shut up.
$60 breakfast that I treated myself to. I've never
$60 breakfast that you treated yourself to. What are you talking about? You spend that much on your meals all the time. You just said you need $100 to go out to eat with Mal.
had a $60 breakfast in my
Bullshit. Bullshit. Do you realize $100 meal for the both of you, which you e-beg for in this video, is $50 each. So it's not that much of a stretch to think that you had a $60 breakfast, Molly.
entire life, and I'm going to be 50.
I've never, what does you being 50 have to do with this? I've never had a $60 breakfast in my entire life, and I'm going to be 50. Award-winning content from the Mal and Molly live stream. Wow.
All right, if I log off of here and come back in, will it let me?
Oh my God, you are a complete and utter moron. I don't like to insult the people I react to, and I'm not, because I'm being nice calling you a moron. My God, Mal.
Come back in?
Yeah, don't forget plus tip. You're right. But still, even if we take $10 off for the tip, that's $45 each. That's not too far away from a $60
If I
meal.
X out and come back in, or will it kill the whole thing?
You'd have to do two. It just says available.
Memberships are available. They can get memberships, they just can't get super chats for some reason.
Hi,
Hope to God that YouTube took your shit away. Hope to God they took your shit away. Maybe God's prayers have been answered, and you actually are starting to get restricted, because that's typically what happens when you get in trouble.
everyone.
It won't be that way. It'll never be that way with these people. They are never going to have any consequence from YouTube. Patreon, I do believe they will, because Patreon's completely different than YouTube, but they're never going to face any consequences from YouTube. I have lost all faith in that platform. And I was one of those creators that always held out faith, because I've been in situations where it's taken them like a couple years before to handle certain things. So at least I would tell myself, hey, they'll eventually get around to it. I've lost all faith. I've lost it all.
What do you mean how much was it?
Why is some random individual interrupting your incredibly unprofessional live stream here by asking you how much your breakfast was right after you claimed it wasn't $60?
Why? I don't know. I didn't look at it. Was it $60? No.
Wait a minute. Is that Walter? Did Walter just look up the charge from breakfast and it was 60? So now he's walked up to Molly during her stream and said, was your breakfast $60? Because I just looked at the bank account. No, Walter, no. My chat said it was 60. I said it wasn't 60. Didn't you hear the stream, Walter?
No, I ate caviar on top of eggs when I was in the Four Seasons because I knew I would never have it for the rest of my life, and I never had it for my whole life. So it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience because I had the greatest night of my life the night before, and I was starving, and I missed dinner.
You had the greatest night of your life the night before, huh? I do not want to think about what happened.
I did it, and I had salmon.
What are your earrings?
They're Molly Golightly earrings that a fan made me. Aren't they cute?
Oh, they are cute.
I know.
Ugh.
She made them for me. I know. I got a couch. Well, guess what? This room is. Wait till you see these chairs. These chairs that Mallory.
These
got
chairs.
me.
Those chairs are comfortable.
They're beautiful.
Ladies, those chairs.
Mallory, we get it. You have not bought furniture in your entire life, and you think that anything's comfortable. We get it.
Those chairs
I
are
got rid of
comfortable.
the Shannon Watts chairs.
Listen, I'm not a fan of the watch chairs. I told her, put them over to the other house. She's going to take them somewhere else.
I don't believe you. If she offered to give them to you, you would flip out. You have never bought furniture in your entire life. We all know it. We all know it. And you have no idea anything. You don't know anything about furniture.
These chairs are much nicer. I mean, they're all right. These chairs.
Can you tell us why? Would you like to, I don't know, elaborate a little bit? Give us a little bit of that expertise of yours in the furniture world?
You got me. These chairs are much nicer.
No,
Molly, I bet
didn't
your
think
dog
so.
was happy to see you. She went crazy. She always goes crazy. Oh, yes, Curly, I did. You got to see the chair.
What does any of this mean? What have I lost my mind? Have I lost my ever-loving mind, Navy? Is this real? Like, you've
I
got
don't
these
know,
two.
Bo. I think my brain shut off like 2 minutes ago.
My brain is shutting down. Like, this is one of the most horrible things I've ever seen on this platform. And I'll watch like some of the dumbest content that's out there. At least it's entertaining, for fuck's sake. This is just really, really bad.
The new chairs.
I mean, we could literally use this to interrogate POWs. It's
Oh,
that
yeah.
bad.
It's very boring. Like, there's no point to this. It's like, I still have no clue what's going on, what they're talking about. They keep pointing at a couch while they're talking about chairs, and it's just really stupid.
I got to take that lighting fixture, and I'm probably going to get rid of that plant in the, what do you call it? Maybe I'll get a fountain. You never know.
Yes, please sign.
Did you just say fountain? A fountain. This is why I can't track any of this, Molly.
Yes, book people.
Maybe I'll get like a serene water fountain.
In your living room?
Right?
Yes.
Oh no, Mal's like, of course, I'm an expert on fountains. Yes.
We love it. Where should I put it? In the corner?
In that corner.
There it is. Look, there's Mal. Like, where are you going to put your fountain? Your living room fountain. You know, your house being made out of drywall and wood and everything. It's not going to be affected at all. I know because I'm an expert. I'm Mal, the fountain expert.
I mean,
What about in that corner?
maybe Adrian was thinking about putting a piano there.
Is there room? Oh, an upright.
No, not an upright. There's a neighbor.
I don't believe you. After seeing the video clip I just saw the other day of you and Adrian, I don't believe that you guys are going to put a piano anywhere. Because I now know that you and Adrian are just fakers. Your whole marriage is just a big ass fake out. And I don't know why. I don't know. I don't think I want to know why. But I know you ain't talking about he ain't buying you no piano. There ain't no way.
down the street that wants to give us a piano.
Like a.
Why don't you buy him a
there you
piano?
go.
She don't
Oh,
play no
I believe
piano.
that. I believe that. She just said a neighbor down the street wants to give us a piano. Now I believe you're getting a piano. If it's a free piano, you are doing everything in your power to get that piano. You will not let it go. There's no way you're giving up a free piano.
Like similar to like a baby grand?
It is a baby
What is
grand.
there?
You notice how she said that they're thinking about buying a piano? Did you notice the lie? She's already preparing the lie for her audience when she has the piano, and she shows it off. And she goes over there and she's like, poing, toing, toing, toing. I'm really good at playing. Hey, I'm Mal. I'm an expert at playing piano. Bang, 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 bang. No, but you know, she's already preparing the audience because she's going to make them think they paid thousands of dollars for this piano, and she's just admitted that the neighbor wants to give it to him.
I guess it could. Well,
He said that the guy said, I'm not going to deal with moving the piano. Will you take it?
I don't believe you. I think that you'd put it in the garage and then try to trade it for something, or maybe sell it. I don't know, but you definitely aren't giving nothing up.
Jelly Bean, check Venmo and Mallory. Oh,
I can't check.
Oh no, Walter's saying no every time. That's why she's gonna take the piano. She's gonna try to pay for her $60 breakfast with the piano. She's gonna do something with the piano.
I can't check because I'm using my phone to stream.
Thank you.
No shit. We know you're using your phone to stream. How do we know? It's in our freaking face, Mal.
Jill,
It's in the worst possible spot. You could have moved it 3 inches to the left, your left, and we wouldn't see it. But it does block our vision of you, which is a good thing.
Thank you.
I don't want to see you. You're disgusting. You are horrible. You are a horrible, disgusting individual for what you did at St. Jude's, and I will never change my mind.
Everybody just
Never.
lets me know what they send, please. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey guys, will you make sure that after you send me money that we're about to e-beg for like crazy that you tell me? Like, because at this point, she hasn't got any money yet. The e-begging, remember, the e-begging we watched was a separate clip. So don't get confused, because I know you're thinking, wait a minute, they were e-begging. That's what they do to get the money. See, they're starting the e-begging. They're rolling into the e-begging, okay?
It's easier.
Tonight, me and my Trans Ams.
Yes.
My Trans Ams. My Trans Ams. She walked out of the airport doors and I go, "What's up, you
Big roundabout doors. I sashayed out and I got in the Range Rover.
I go,
No, Mallory is not crying when she goes to bed after you call her that. There's no way.
"What's up, you big Trans Ams?"
That's not happening.
I got into the luxurious leather seating of the Range Rover.
You could just tell Mallory's voice just changed when Molly started to call her a Trans Am. Like, damn, Molly, you are really respectful and kind to your friends, especially the ones with some form of like issue with their looks and how they present themselves to people, because Mal, of course, after what we saw at St. Jude's, has a big issue with that, and you are now calling her a Trans Am every time she comes over. I'm not going to feel bad for Mal, though, because Mal tries to get 24-year officers fired and stop them from having their retirement pay, so I won't feel bad for you, Mal.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Go
That
fuck
10
yourself, Mike.
mystery cash. Thank you so much. $50 Cash App. Thank you. One-eyed
$50? Holy
yes.
shit.
Thank you.
Oh, Molly just lit right up there. Mallory says, "Oh, I just got $50 in Cash App. I just tricked somebody into giving me $50 on Cash App." And immediately Molly's like, "Ching, what? I get half of that, damn it. That's my audience. I get half of that."
Terry, thank you.
She won't give me a cent when I fly.
I appreciate
Double Take says, "My family and I support St. Jude every year with a marathon. We collect funds for the organization. My children are now carrying the torch for us on the track." Well, that's excellent. And that's how they get by. That's how they help kids. It's what you guys do, people like you, that actually make it possible. Mal and Molly and these tragedy pimps, they are the ones that make it harder. You're all the ones that make it possible.
everybody that's supporting the chat via Cash App today and Venmo.
Your couch is really nice. Thank you.
I'm sorry that we're having technical issues with the PayPal.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Maybe it is a nice couch.
Or what's it called? Super chat.
Super chat. Super chat.
Mal, you are horrible at this.
Super chat.
Oh.
What is it called when people give me money? It's the only thing I care about, and I still have no clue what
Molly
it
deserved
is.
that lunch. I don't think I deserved anything. I kind of worked for the money.
There's that work word again. You worked for the money. At least you admitted that you kind of worked for the money. I mean, that's at least a little bit of honesty.
I mean, it came out of my earnings. Hey, Candace.
So hard for it. Look, people say that we could be kind of.
And Mallory starts singing, "I worked hard for it, so hard for it." What song is that? Oh, I work hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. See, you don't even have the words right, Mal.
Absolutely.
You do. Neither of you look that good. And I'm not being mean. Molly's making a weird face on purpose, which, you know, she's kind of goofy like that. And I think Molly could get away with people thinking that she looks okay. You, on the other hand, it's the e-begging, Mal. It's the St. Jude. Like, you would maybe look good to some people out there, but no, not when you're an evil demon. Not when you're going around being as disgusting and nasty and exploitative as you are. It changes the way you are perceived by people. I'm telling you.
I think we do.
You know, Molly, I'm having to wonder why you're choosing the vehicle Trans Am. I'm really, oh my gosh, Barbie, thank you. I'm wondering why you keep calling her a Trans Am. Could it be because she's trans? Is that why she's saying that, Navy? Because she's giggling. Molly's like got that naughty giggle going on here.
That's the only thing I can. Either she's doing it because she's trans, or she's trying to imply that she's as big as a car.
Both, I think. Both, I think. Yes, I think it was a size thing at first, and then Molly wants to make sure that we all understand she's trying to be cute by picking this specific kind of vehicle called a Trans Am.
I just left my glasses upstairs, so
I like the hair.
Thank you,
Barbie.
Barbie.
Because, and then it just thought it'd be easier.
Me too. I don't like my hair.
I like that.
Trans Am, America's road racing series. Huh.
Sometimes.
Me?
No, me.
Oh.
Your hair looks down. You're beautiful down.
I hate it. I find it annoying.
One employee says she does love you,
Yes.
just not as much as me.
Oh.
I think Molly's actually taking care of herself right now, which is very rare to see. Seems like she hasn't been going on benders as much. Maybe it was getting rid of Betty. Maybe she actually got some sleep and has been eating healthy since she kicked Betty to the curb.
But she loves you.
I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with H.O. Williams, abbreviated to Ho Williams, in the house, though.
You're a close second.
I heard that they're live again right now, both of them together.
God, you got to be kidding me. Let's take a quick peek. Why not? Let's keep this smooth. Let's roll this here. Let's see what they're talking about, at least, if they are.
You gonna roll that beautiful beam footage?
Oh yeah. Mallory and Gina Diamond from Hershey.
Consider joining her membership.
Consider it.
All right. She needs 5.
I just need 5.
Now,
She's
God
only
knows-
been live for 20 minutes, and they're just straight up. Now, hold on. They said consider joining. They've been listening to my show, Navy, because when I criticize them for e-begging, I explain it sometimes. I'll explain why they're e-begging compared to other creators out there sharing their link. And I'll make sure that they know it's because they try to use a manipulative tactic. They try to add a weight to it, or they tell them to do it or something. And then I always say giving the option to support is different from those things. So it seems like they do try now, ever since hearing my criticism, not to just directly e-beg. The issue is that you don't make as much money when you do that. When you directly e-beg, people out there will be affected by it. They'll, be like, oh, well, they're obviously doing that for a reason, and I like them, and I support them, and I could throw them something, right? So that we'll see if they devolve there, but
That's how much they are here over here. Mine are $4. I don't know how much.
They must be a coffee shop or something. It's Mallory and Gina Diamond. Then there's a Diamond from Hershey's. I don't know if she's out buying a new ring. I don't know if she's at a coffee shop. I don't know if she's just at someone else's house. I don't know.
Mine are 7.
Okay, so hers is $7. It's not bad. And you're probably going to get a whole lot more content for the $7. I mean, she is Golightly, right?
Ride the horsey.
People aren't getting any content from you, Mal. You're getting an extra. No, Mal, You're getting an extra little amount here on the lull meter. You do not have content. I have watched you, unfortunately, for the last few weeks since the whole St. Jude episode. And I even went back and did a series for a few days where I started days before the St. Jude episode led up to it. Or I watched what happened right after, and then I went back to what happened right before St. Jude. So I've seen your content. I've seen what you've been doing since then. You don't have content. It's not content. I apologize, but it's not. Content has a definition, just like other words. And these words represent ideas or things. And then when you use those words, if you're not using the correct words, that's your fault, okay? You're not doing content.
And I ride a
Nosy
horse.
just gifted me one. So there you
So
go.
I just got
Thank you,
told that
Nosy.
they are
So-
at Molly's house, and Gina's a sub that's there with them, a subscriber.
Oh, okay. Wait, this is Molly's house?
Yeah, this is I'm getting told this is like the kitchen area. Remember that video she did where she was making fun of Shanann Watts? This is the same room.
Oh, yeah, it is.
We need 4 more.
It's a
I
different
have
room
2
than she normally
memberships.
streams.
Yeah, this is e-begging. They immediately went into the e-begging, just like I said they would, because she's saying, I need 4 more. You need to give me money. I need you to give me money. I need you to give me money, gift me subs. So this is what I mean. They fail immediately. Even if they try to do it the right way, it doesn't have the effect they want it to have. And they will just immediately roll into telling, and people will respond to it. It's why they do it.
Thank you.
It's a learned thing. This is us analyzing a learned behavior. These people have been doing this for years, and they've noticed when they've gotten desperate in the past, or when they've had other scenarios hit, that they've tried on their audience. They know what works and what doesn't, and they lead themselves into, again, now I've told you that I not only predicted that this would happen, that these 2 people would be together most likely right now. And I said that because it would be when the St. Jude money got paid to Mal, Molly would have to reward Mal. And I said a month ago or so that the thing that will tell you whether I'm right or wrong, this is in my stream. You can go rewind and listen to me say this. The thing that will tell you whether I'm right or wrong about Molly putting Mallory up to doing the St. Jude fiasco is that Molly is going to have Mallory come on the show, and she's going to reward her with a bunch of like chats and subs. Now, this is what I said, and now this is happening. So this is content, Mousy. The content with me isn't just watching you and laughing at you. That in itself would be content, reactionary content. I go beyond it. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but maybe toot for a second, because I go beyond it and I actually break down what you're doing, why you're doing it, and I tell you what you're going to do next constantly. And it happens. I'm right every time. So that's content.
Thank you.
Oh, we look like a duet. More
welcome.
than words is all you.
There's been
I can't do this. Thank you. Goodbye. Sorry. Goodbye. We're back to this one.
You could be sisters. Well, I could be somewhere in the family tree. I do
You just scared me away.
think so. I'd be the taller sister.
But she's only 2% and I'm 5% black.
Yeah. I'm the
Okay. You being 2% and her being 5% does not mean what you 2 think it means. It does not mean what you 2 think it means. Now, I bet you're using Ancestry.com, 23andme.com, DNA.com, or some other .com to pay them to tell you about your ancestry. And then you're taking the results from that paid $100, $200 thing, and you're saying, I'm 5% black, so I'm a minority. That is what both of you are doing. Now, here's the issue. Depending on what website you used, there was a big controversy back in 2017, might have been 2016 with 23andMe. And it involved some of the other sites. I don't know if it was Ancestry.com, but I think it was. And I've explained this before. And I had to do a very deep dive into 23andMe for a video series I did on my main channel because I was uploading to that channel back then. Not UNIRock 2, UNIRocktv. And I broke down how 23andMe and these other DNA sites are scams. So here's the gist of it. When you get your DNA tested by these sites, not only are they selling your DNA profile to other companies and making way more money than just the $100 you're paying them, and it's a scam for that right. And you can just read the terms of service to see exactly what I'm talking about there. But they also go as far as to when they're doing the testing, they're not telling you what skin color you are or aren't. They're taking historical data of the way that certain people have migrated around the world, and they're trying to match your DNA, parts of your DNA, the majority of it and whatnot, to those different migration patterns. So, like, let's say 8,000 or whatever, 6,000 or 4,000, I don't know, years ago, whenever, there was a group of people that matched your DNA, and they know that they came from this territory in Europe or this territory or that territory. So in reality, it doesn't tell you anything about your ethnicity like you think it does. Now, Ancestry.com, 23andMe, it's now 2022, 2023. So have they advanced their process to a point now where they actually give you a better kind of understanding of the different makeup you have of what minority 2%, 5%, 10% figures? It's possible. But what I think you're doing is not reading the results of your test, because I think if you did, it would say something different than what you're trying to tell us it means, because you're not being honest. You're just lying here.
The lighter one. She's got the darker skin.
What? She has darker skin than you? Is that what you just said? I mean, you're rocking the orange Donald Trump look, and she looks like she hasn't had a tan in years. No insults, just trying to accurately describe this. So I don't understand. No, you definitely are darker than Molly. Am I seeing this wrong, Navy? Do you see that too? Are you with me there? Like, who's darker amongst the two here?
Yeah, she does look darker than Molly does, or more orange, I should say. Right? Because I agree with you.
Which counts?
She's rocking that Donald Trump.
Yeah, no, that counts. That orange counts. So she's definitely darker. So I don't know how she's saying Molly is. Like, look at the look on, you can always just look at the look on Molly's face. Molly sometimes just wants to be way more honest than she can be. And I wish she would be, because it would be way more entertaining if Molly would just be honest and just, instead of making this tiny little like face she's making, can you just maybe hand it to her? Can you maybe like give her a little bit of that sass? Can you entertain us a little bit, please?
But I am the biracial beauty.
No, you're not.
The Mariah Carey of YouTube. Oh.
It's just not a joke anymore. It's not funny. Yeah. This is akin to, what is that one dude that said he was black and he was on YouTube and he was white, but he would go around saying that he was black? He was on YouTube for years. I can't find him. I was going to find him and show you a picture of the guy, but because if you saw a picture of him, you know who I'm talking about. I'll see if I can find it. It ain't coming up.
What's up for today? We're gonna wait for Gina.
Oh, I will rock on, Diana. Thank you.
Diamonds to sashay her way over.
Diamonds are forever, forever, forever.
Oh my God! Please, you are giving me a headache. You can't sing. You know you
Frog
can't.
says Nuka Zoos. Nuka Zoos.
That sounds familiar, Frog. Frog knows all the locales. Like, I'm starting to really like that Frog has such knowledge on locale behavior, because I cover a lot of them. So this is going to be awesome.
To sashay on over here, and then we're gonna take a little nappy pill.
Well, I think we're gonna take a nap. I don't think that Gina's gonna come take a nap with us. We're probably gonna take a nap for
We can tell what's on your mind there, Mal. Why do you want Gina to take a nap with you? Like, does Gina want you to take a nap with her? Is that what you're trying to say? Oh my God, Frog, you are so on point. Here he is. Here's Nuka Zoos. Yeah, this is who I was talking about. On what made him decide to take skin injections to become black. He's a guy that started off white, and he said he was black, but he was white. Then he paid to get injections in his skin so that he could look black, because of course he was saying he was black. So anyway, I'm just showing you this guy because that's what Mal's doing, the same kind of thing here, in my opinion. If Mal is using a DNA test from a website to determine that she's X amount of a percentage of anything, that's what she's just LARPing.
And then we're gonna see what trouble we can get into over at Mishkiller Chocolate World.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna.
You're really bored, Molly. Without Walter around, you have gotten very bored.
Take him out to dinner.
Green Frog says he's another big grifter. I could believe that. I haven't seen the guy in years on the platform, but I could believe that that's where he went when he kind of slid down the because he wasn't popular. It's one of these kind of Molly scenarios. The guy was never popular. He was never really viral. A lot of people talked about him and made fun of him for a minute, and then he kind of just vanished, right? So it's not like he had some viral content or he did some kind of unique content that made people watch him and then slid downward. That's like Boogie2988 and other people out there like that. Or that could be, you could say myself, if you talked about people that had, big views until demonetization came in and changed YouTube's algorithm. But you get what I'm saying. Nuka Zeus, if that's his name, I think it is. If I'm saying it right, I mean, yeah, he definitely was just this guy that everybody laughed
We're gonna
at.
go capture that wild ride, known as Princess. I think, right?
Yes, and I'm gonna take them to the
To
the gay spot.
we're gonna go hit some gay
The gay spa?
scenes tonight. The LGBT, and we're gonna soak up some not necessarily gay, some LGBTQ atmosphere, pride celebrations.
You just said gay. Just said gay. Ollie said gay. You said gay. What's wrong with that? If you can be gay as you want, either of you.
And just soak it up. Just soak it up. Okay. As a mother.
You do you, boo. I don't think anyone cares what you choose to do with your life. We encourage you to do what you want to do with your life. Have the freedom, you have the choice to do what you want to do in that respect. It's the things you do that hurt other people, exploit other people, manipulate other people, or scam other people that we have an issue with. And I get it, as a grifter, as a locale, as a scammer, you all take a lot of offense to people calling out when you're scamming and lying and manipulating. And in order to kind of dodge and roll around and try to convince people that you're not doing those things, you want to combine a million things that nobody gives a shit about and act like everybody's mad about that, instead of addressing the real issues, like the fact that y'all stole a shit ton of money recently, like the fact that you went to St. Jude's and acted a fool, putting these kids in danger, wasting the time of the police and the security forces, sneaking and creeping onto the property and acting really creepy and crazy, trying to lie about your VAC status and your VAC card to try to gain entry into the premises around these sick kids. Those are the things people have an issue with. And no matter how much you lie about it, you're not going to effectively win. You're never going to win. The truth is going to win. I'm not, as much as if I tried to fight the truth, I'd lose. If you try to fight the truth, you're going to lose. If anyone that's following you tries to fight the truth, they're all going to lose, because the people watching, the 99% of people in the community, are not idiots. They're just normal people. So yes, you can manipulate some normal people at first, but they always wake up quick. And you can, yes, you can manipulate some idiots permanently or for an extended period of time, but that's just a very small amount of people. You're never going to be rich and famous or have the success you want. So, you can keep trying, because it's funny.
As a mother.
For me, as a mother.
From
I
Hershey,
have to say,
Pennsylvania.
well, they don't really have a gay scene here in Hershey. They have a country club scene. And I'm not.
I mean, I've completely figured out why Mal is constantly trying to make fun of this as a mother thing. I was told, and you guys in the chat can kind of elaborate, you can correct me, whatever, but I've been told that Mal had someone criticize her, and she said, as a mother, yada, 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 and Mal said, oh, I'm going to make fun of you for criticizing me and saying as a mother. And of course, Mal has taken that thing and rolled with it until now. So if I'm wrong on that, correct me in the chat, but that's what I've been told happened. Let me see what Kelly's saying real quick while I give you guys a chance to tell me. Kelly says, depending on the services used, ancestry DNA is 2%, 5% margin of error, and they say that no, so malice 2% is nothing. Well, yes, 2 to 5% is a margin of error, but again, it depends on what test they're paying for and what test they're using. And I would think what they've done is pay for the cheapest test, and there's nothing wrong with paying for the cheapest test. The majority of those sites, the cheap tests, those cheaper tests, they don't test what they are saying it tests, though. It tests a completely different factor of you. It's saying that you come from an area where it's the DNA in that area is yada, yada, yada. They're not analyzing every strand of your DNA, which would take a large amount of time. They're not analyzing it to a high degree, comparing it to another database of people with a high degree and then finding out exactly what is in your DNA, as in this much of this type and this much of this type. That's not what they're doing, but yet that's what they want to say they're doing. But you just made a great point that the margin of error for these websites is anywhere between 2 to 5%. And it could even be as high as 10. So basically, if they tell you you are 2 to 5% of anything, you can just ignore it. Just straight ignore it. Because the margin of error, they're not taking time. You didn't pay them enough money. You didn't give them enough incentive to take the time to write out every bit of your DNA or perform an advanced test on it. You know, you're just asking for the most top of the line, generalized guess of your DNA or where it's from. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I'm part of that. I just stay home.
What about 20 minutes away? You have that little.
Yeah,
that
that's where
flew in
princess.
it.
Yeah, that's what princess is.
Gotcha. Can they see you still?
Please don't move the phone, Mal. Please keep it there.
We gotta turn it every once in a while for you.
Monkey Vaughn's mom went at them for hashtagging Monkey, and that's who Mal uses, quote, as a mother. Oh, that's Monkey Vaughn. She's making fun of Monkey Vaughn. What? Okay, tell me this, chat. Hey, it's great to see you guys, too. It's great to see all of you. Oh, is Jimmy B in here? Hey, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Been a minute. Glad you're here. Yeah, she was making fun of Monkey Vaughn's mother in a nasty way, is what I was told, and then has always done it since. To be, and there's a lot of reasons for it. Yeah, nurse, uh-oh. Something bad happened here. See if I can get it pulled back up.
In Hershey, they have a country club scene.
That was weird. Never seen that happen before. Anyway, let's keep going.
Stay home.
Yeah, I heard she was being really... No, it's just an error in YouTube. YouTube doesn't usually have these errors. In this last 5 days, YouTube has been having massive errors. Also, their autoplay is completely jacked. I think that lawsuit, YouTube has yanked down their autoplay and they're reprogramming it or something. Who knows? There's something weird's going on with the autoplay. She got criticized and then she went and started to make fun of it, right?
What about 20 minutes away? You have that little.
That's where princess. Yeah.
And see, this is how obsessive Mallory is. This is how thin-skinned, this is how weak-skinned Mallory is. Mallory gets criticized and gets so butthurt over it, Mallory still complains about that person criticizing her all this time later. And she's still obsessed all this time later. She's still constantly trying to act like as if she's joking about this as a mother thing. And of course, the reason why is the same reason that she got so mad at the police officer. Because in her mind, you don't want to say as a mother to her because, she's not going to have a kid. And she feels that you're inlaying an insult towards Mal by saying as a mother. So Mal, in her response to it, is to get extremely fixated on it. The same way that out of everything that happened at St. Jude, Mal took her ignoring the officers saying, ma'am, stop, please stop, ma'am, come here, ma'am, and ignoring that, and then fixated upon that one instance where they said sir one time. And if you notice, that's what got Mal to flip around and start yelling. So it worked, right? And it did really trigger Mal. Now, Mal, in my opinion, shouldn't be triggered over that. When if you are going to ignore them saying ma'am, of course they're going to think that they're going to think that, oh my god, I'm misgendering this person and that's why they're ignoring me. I maybe angered them, so I'm going to say sir because I don't want to misgender them, and obviously I have, because they're not responding to 5 ma'ams. You see what I'm saying? So you can't create a scenario like that and then get offended, just like when it comes to Monkey Vaughn. Monkey Vaughn, mother, was not trying to take shots at Mal by saying as a mother, because the situation was that Monkey Vaughn was the story, and this person was speaking literally as a mother. And it's just two extremely inappropriate things for Mal to get butthurt over or to get fixated on or to get obsessed with. And it shows, again, how obsessive Mal is, how off base Mal is. Mal wants to put on this face that she's got thick skin and that she's not, the haters don't get to her, and she's owning the haters, and that's why she's doing all these things. And in reality, it's just not the case.
Well, that's what princess is.
Can they see you still? We gotta turn it every once in a while.
You are so bad at this, Mal. These are things you take 4 seconds to check before you start.
Well, for you.
Mallory, be nice to princess. Of course she's gonna be nice to princess.
Or will I?
What the hell was that about? She's stupid.
Because Mallory is a disgusting human being in a way that she treats other people. So, of course, people are going to tell Mallory to be nice to Princess and not insult Princess, not put Princess down, and not say disgusting things around or about Princess. It's literally needed. This is warranted because of how Mal treats other people. I mean, you can just look at any of the clips, and Mal will be every interaction Mal has with other human beings other than you guys. She's being extremely disrespectful and nasty. Though, even when she's talking to you guys, like she was just talking about doo-doo a little bit ago. She was bringing up doo-doo when she was talking with you, Molly. I mean, she's a really disgusting person.
And the thing is that she's not a bitch. She's trying to act like she's a bitch, she's not.
I know. I just played one on YouTube.
So I'm going to take her and Gina.
No, you don't. No. I get it. It's the number one thing you and mostly Molly, definitely Betty, have to convince people that you're just playing a character. You're just playing an act on YouTube. Oh no, we are seeing 100% you. You guys are advertising yourselves like you're wearing yourselves on a t-shirt. You are not hiding a single thing. That's what makes you such in your face abhorrent locals. It's just a fact.
Now for a nice dinner. Oh my God! I didn't even see it pop up because I'm streaming. Easy E, a member for 3 months. JoJo from Connecticut, a member for 4. Little Texas Tornado. Aww.
Yeah, these are people remembering. Yes.
Member for 15 months. Aw, thank you, my sweethearts. Thank you. Thank you guys for showing the love.
Showing the love.
Showing the love. Showing the love. So giving you money is showing the love. Okay. I mean, support is support, and support's great. Communities can be loving, but the way that
Thank you, Julie.
See?
For the $15 Cash App, that is $25.
Now.
That's like 3 drinks for a drink for each of us.
Now, do you see how they want to roll? You see how they love?
Yes, that's 3 drinks.
See how they love? I am very much accepting your love, Nerd Angle, and now that you love me, I will order you around and tell you what to do all the time. Because that's what I do. I'm very much like Molly. Now you have to go attack somebody for me. Yeah, Mal loves to just get in there and reinforce these little kind of things that you would think might just not be the case, especially when they've said the opposite a million times. They've talked about how they don't do this for the money. I've played many a clip where Molly and Betty are sitting there discussing how they lose money on every one of their investigations, on every one of their trips, and it's not about the money. They don't care about the money, but I think that what we're seeing is that they do. Now, you have to also let this set in. Navy, we just got paid from YouTube.
Yep.
She makes a lot of money from YouTube, Molly does, normally. I mean, she at least as a baseline makes a few thousand every time she gets paid. That's baseline. The reason it's baseline is because of her memberships. She's got X amount of members, and her base membership is $7 or something, which typically most people have $5 as their base, but hers is $7. I do know people that go under that, but yeah. And so if you just take the base number of members that she has, multiply it by the $7, we get like a number that's up into a couple thousand. And again, that's the absolute lowest because some people are subscribed to higher tiers than the base tier with her. So anyway, why is it that both of them are begging so hard when you notice when they have an influx of money like from YouTube, typically you don't see them begging as hard then. They're doing more of the non-beg, and then when they get close to being broke before the next payday is when you see the most beg. So something weird's going on.
Just gotta set the tone. Gotta set the tone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Julie. I think Julie wants to fuck up my sobriety.
You don't have sobriety. This is not me being rude. I've had sobriety for over 10 years, okay? I know what it's like to have sobriety. It's a great thing. But Molly, you haven't been, sober for that long. I want you to be. It's one of the things I've said since the very beginning of me criticizing you with the DRE issue, was that you probably should try to get some counseling or remain sober due to how you acted on streams when you were very much the opposite. So I do hope that you don't go get drunk, because that means this weekend is going to be crazy as hell, and I would just love to chill this weekend. So try not to have an issue, please.
Well, you can have a drink or two or three, right?
Oh, see, now this is what's up. Every time Betty comes over, you get wasted and get somebody fired. Or you flip out and you get arrested while you're screaming, trying to steal a hooker's wages. And now Mal's over here and she's like, no, I'm going to make you drink. I'm going to be a bad influence on you. You just said you want to keep your sobriety. No, you can have X amount of drinks. Like, Mal is just a horrible. See, when I say Mal's a horrible person, there are going to be people out there that are like, oh, you're just being hateful because she's trans, right? No, Mal is a horrible person. Mal cannot read the room, doesn't even know what the word respect means, doesn't even know how to show it at all. Straight up.
Maybe three.
I gotta drive.
Two
Stop to the limit.
We'll drive there, then we'll all take an Uber home, and then we'll go get your car tomorrow.
I'll ask Adrian to drop us off and pick us up.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, she doesn't want to pay for the taxi.
Not to pick us up at the wee hours of the night.
You want to make a bet?
That's what you should do. Just drop us off down there.
Adrian's.
You want to make a bet that I can force my husband to do this when he typically works in the evening?
And we can just walk around, not crawl, the bar crawl.
Yeah, well, Adrian's awesome. Yes.
And plus we wouldn't have to worry about paying for parking.
You're right. And you're
It's got to save all that money that you've been e-begging for, because more of that money you save, more of it goes to drinks.
right. That they do charge for parking.
Yeah.
Rachel says, I'm 3.5 years sober off of opioids and alcohol. Congratulations. Congratulations. I can remember that time. Yeah.
Double Take was saying they've been sober for 25 years.
Oh, wow. I've got over 10 in me. I'm going to hopefully make it that long where I'm still alive then. I know I'm going to be sober. Hopefully I live that long is what I'm saying. It's a great thing, because I was injured. So I was given these really powerful medications. I didn't have to go out and try to find them and stuff. I could just go to the hospital. I could just walk in there and they would just look at my shit and go, yeah, he's in pain. Here's a shot. If I didn't have anything, and the VA, I'm disabled through the VA, and the VA would give me lots of it. So when you live without it for a few years, you start to realize like, wow, there's a real difference a few years later. And then as someone that's made it 10, I'm going to just be straight up. There's even more at 5 years, even more at 7, even more at 10. I don't know if it's ever going to stop, if I'm ever going to get to a point where I'm like, I feel even better now every time, am I going to hit a plateau? I don't know. One thing that really helped me was, and I talk about it way too often, but I'd like to help some of you that may not be doing this, is melatonin. I can't even tell you how much of a difference it's made for me, because it'll help you sleep, but you don't have to sleep if you take it. It's a natural thing in your brain. And getting on that regular sleep schedule, that sleep cycle, on top of sleeping very deep while I am sleeping, has been such a difference. I started doing that in the last maybe like few months. So yeah, no, but it does get way, 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 way better as you go. Like it just exponentially.
Yeah, I'm a broke bitch. I'm a thirsty bitch. Have him drop us off there. We'll tip him like an Uber, and
he'll take it too.
We'll take it. And then
yeah. Walter will literally do anything, Molly says. Definitely. She's got some dirt on this dude, or maybe she's just got him simping out. I don't know, but she asks, he's right there.
And then that way we can have a good time, and then we're responsible. And if you want to have that third or fourth cocktail,
you're not responsible. You are not. This is like the most irresponsible people on the planet, claiming that when they get drunk, they're responsible. Not only are you irresponsible as hell when you're not drunk, but you're even worse to the greatest degree when you're messed up. I've seen it. I'm being real with you. Hope to God you see this video and you actually hear what I'm saying so that before you go out tonight, maybe you'll try to be a little conservative with it and not make fools of yourselves. But that we know that ain't going to happen.
Or if we want to do a shot, we could do a shot.
See, Mal is just a really bad influence on you, Molly. Betty is a horrible influence on you. Leticia is a horrible influence on you. The only problem is I think you're also a horrible influence on them. See, I think they're a horrible influence on you when it comes to alcohol and substances. I think you're a horrible influence on them when it comes to e-begging and providing them a platform and reason to dox people, go to St. Jude's, lie to people, scam people, and other things. So it's almost like this weird reciprocal relationship. But we already know Mal is a demon who is up here, and you are providing this person with exactly what they need, which is money, subs and things like this. You're providing them also with the payment for their St. Jude's distractionary measures they took for you. Now you're going to go out and you're going to have some big thing happen. You're going to fight with a bunch of people. You might dox some people. Who knows? Maybe you'll get freaky and dox some people. And then you're going to sit and complain about it for a month as we all clip it and laugh at it and such. So the cycle continues. And all of this will most likely lead to a big event. In fact, I don't even think I buy this at all. I don't even think I buy this. I think that what has been happening with the Ashley Furniture, the St. Jude's, and then other instances since then is a constant need to damage control the proof that's been coming out that indicts several of Molly and her friends and Leticia in stealing the fundraiser money and doing it as a group as opposed to just Leticia doing it and getting it over on them and them being unwilling to admit it. Right? We now know that the case is actually the first one where they all did it as a group. And this is such damaging information, and that it's not even something that any of us have to act on quickly. The fact that it's there and the fact that it exists and the fact that we have this, it will always haunt the people that were involved. We've seen these types of scenarios destroy YouTube channels and communities in the past. We've seen fundraisers destroy, well, because they were outed as fraud raisers, entire YouTube channels. I could name several, just the ones we've busted that I've had direct experience with. We can look at their channel before we outed their fraud raiser. We can look at their channels now. Their channels and their communities are gone. Some of them had a lot of subs. Some of them had smaller subs. The point is, your information, the information that completely doomed and damaged them, was minuscule compared to you because of just how cocky and how upfront you were through the entire thing. It was just minuscule. So the thing that just destructed their entire community was this big, and the thing that is going to destroy you and your friends as you go forward on YouTube is so big. And it's why you're looking down the barrel of a loaded nuclear warhead after several have already detonated in your community and YouTube channel. The damage hasn't even started to flow. It's going to take time. It's going to take videos. It's going to take commentary. It's going to take more and more and more of the viewership and the YouTube community finding out the extent that the Leticia fundraiser went. And this is going to take time. It'll even take, I think, the video that I put out will have an effect as it sits over a period of weeks. And I think it'll shine a light. I think other people will do the same thing. Clip channels will start to pick up a little bit more of those things as they realize what happened. A lot of people have been talking about this in the background, messaging other people about this, showing them the clips, showing them the proof. And I think that the reason I bring this up is, of course, because I do believe all of them are going to try another distraction. I think we're staring right at the beginnings of the distraction. I think that, you remember the clip? Molly was with Justin mentioning things about Marvon Sr. and Justin's like, no, stop. Quit it, Molly, quit it. We're not supposed to talk about that. We've got Molly a step further. She's got these gift cards. We've got her bringing up a trip. Mallory has just brought up a trip just in this clip. I think they're going to go somewhere. They're going to make big things happen. And even if big things aren't happening, they're going to make it look like big things are happening. Bad or good. I think they're going to need bad things to happen, big bad things. They want to take our focus off of the fact of the Leticia fraud raiser. Because when I say the word Leticia fraud raiser, it doesn't encompass what we're saying. I'm saying that Molly, LB, Justin, and Leticia ran a fundraiser that collected tens upon tens upon tens of thousands of dollars that could be as high up as hundreds of thousands. And from the information that we have, it is extremely more likely that they shared the money and divvied it up and did things with the money together as a group than it is that Leticia ran off with the money. There is a 0% chance that they did what they were supposed to do with it, what they promised they were going to do. There is a 0% chance that they did anything close to what they said they were going to do. But there is a huge chance they divvied the money up, and a very, very, very small chance that Leticia just ran off with the money now. And this is damning. This is damning information, because it will be one of those things like where Molly embarrassed herself a few years ago. It'll be like when Molly embarrassed herself with the stripper. It'll be like when Molly embarrassed herself after the stripper making fun of a murmur victim, a pregnant murmur victim. These things are going to be small in comparison to the response now, because her channel was much smaller back then. It's much bigger now, and it involves Dre's channel, which is very big. So, I do think that the looming cloud of all of this happening is Molly can see it in the distance, and I do think she's trying to prepare for the storm to hit. She's trying to take these measures. She's trying to ignore it. She's trying to act like, oh, maybe the storm's going to divert to the left a little and we'll just get a little bit of thunderstorms. But Molly, there's no chance. The storm is already guaranteed to hit, and it will have devastating consequences. You can guarantee that. There's no way around it.
Nancy, oh my God. Nancy gave us $25 for tonight.
Oh, thank you, Nancy.
Nancy from One Eyed Flow.
Oh, One Eyed Flow. That's One Eyed Flow. Yes.
Oh, Nancy, thank you.
Thank you, One Eyed Flow.
Are you guys sure you're not children's entertainers? I mean, seriously here. One-eyed Flow. One-eyed Flow. Anyway, I could break down how e-beggy that this all is. I'm just going to let it permeate. I don't have to. It's too much.
For 2 rounds of drinks.
All right, so
For the three of us.
you got to get Adrian to take us there so we can go cut up tonight. I've not been out in a while. We need to go have fun tonight. We need to go have fun tonight.
Yeah, you just aren't uncomfortably singing these things. This isn't an uncomfortable burst of singing. This is a completely calm burst of singing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the same microphone.
$100 will get us dinner.
Here we go. So I can skip this part. Now, I already played this. This is the clip I played at the beginning of this stream. And it goes on for about 9 minutes, and it is just constant, non-stop e-begging for the entire 9 minutes. So we're going to skip 9 minutes ahead. And our test here is to see if the e-begging calms down or if it gets worse. And we're looking for something very much more specific than just e-begging here. Because this has been privated. This is a copy of their public video. They uploaded this they streamed this publicly, and it was copied, and then they privated the video after because they did some things in this video they don't want to hang around on their channel. They might be able to get in trouble for it. They might if they get reported, it could get them deleted, things like that. So we're going to keep an eye out for these things. And am I going to make sure we find them? Probably not. I don't think I can get through an hour of these people talking and acting a fool and e-begging, but we're going to try.
No. Choice to act like a
Yeah, I can't.
I mean, that was a fucking lunatic. And
That was a lunatic.
She was.
Listen, I was watching from...
Here, let's back up. So one thing that happens is there is a patron that has exposed Molly for doing things she's not supposed to do with her Patreon. And Molly and Mal are very mad at this person, and they unleash upon this person.
Oh shit. They're from South Africa.
And remember, one of their viewers is named Intensive Care Unit so that they can make fun of all those kids that they constantly exploit.
I was like, oh shit, I let them in, gave them that tip, bada bing, bada boom. Oh, of the light, Julie sent you something. She said, check your CASHAPP.
And yes,
Oh,
I'm still
sorry.
biracial. I'm still biracial.
Yes.
Yeah, sure you are. Nice. Yeah, you're joking, right? This is a joke that you do. I'm still, but could you imagine how funny I would be, guys? If I would start a stream and I would sit here for a bit and then I'd go, I'm still biracial. I'm still biracial. It'd just be hilarious.
By the way, go ahead.
They're from Ghana.
They're quite lovely.
They're very nice.
A little darker than me, but.
They said, if you go to Ghana, all the men, they're going to love you because of your body and your blonde hair. They go crazy. So yeah, I just felt
Was that a Jamaican accent?
where the problem really was with the freaking
Susanna.
delivery guys. The delivery guys should have brought all that furniture in.
Oh my God, please do not go into the Ashley Furniture ordeal. I know that Mal literally went to St. Jude's to help you after that ordeal, but please.
And that should have been it, period. And
I mean,
that
since it
woman-
was here.
Well, yeah, they should have taken it out on my husband and said, oh, you didn't take the bed out. The girl wasn't really the issue. The girl made the choice to act like a lunatic.
No. You see, Molly, she didn't act like a lunatic when she had finished helping you. Remember before you started recording, and then you whipped out your camera and she asked you to leave 27 times? She wasn't nasty or rude until after all of that. When you decide that you're going to stand there holding up the line and pointing cameras in people's faces while being nasty and just disgusting and being how you were, you don't get to say that she acted like a lunatic. A lunatic would have punched you and broke your phone. And I still think most people would have reacted to it and said, well, she shouldn't have been recording her after she's asked to leave all those times. Well, the problem is she didn't call the police and have you arrested or escorted out. She should have done that. And she should have used your own footage to prove to the police that you purposely trespassed after being told to leave and press charges. And see, this is why in today's day and age, people like you and your friends are the reason why all of us, while we're out in public, we don't need to let people do these kind of things to us. You need to see these people doing these kind of things to people in public so that don't give people more than a second chance. You know, you get somebody pointing a camera in your face after you ask them to leave and you've asked them twice. Don't ask them 20 more times. Just get them arrested. Just have them arrested. Because these two, Betty and Molly, were the ones that acted like lunatics, that were disrespectful, that were nasty, and they were goading her. And we have the evidence. We've shown it already.
I mean, that was a fucking lunatic. And
That was
they-
a lunatic.
she was.
Listen, I was watching from as a neutral party, wasn't there, had nothing to do with it. When I saw that,
You're not a neutral party. You're just a bold-faced liar. You lie for Molly all the time. You calling yourself a neutral party is a complete and utter lie, but it's just still a grift, and it's just still another part of your little game, so I'm going to give you another point on the lull meter here. But, you're not neutral in any way, shape, or form.
that woman's behavior,
Yeah.
coming from a world-class background in customer service, I just was beyond words.
Oh my God, you don't get it, but she is an expert in customer service. World-class expert in customer service and piano, customer service, furniture, and 160 other things. And it's not that she's a complete and total narcissist. No, it's that she's an expert at all these things. I had to do that. No, you see, thing is, if you're going to say that the way that she acted is bad, wrong, or a lunatic, and I get it, you're not smart enough to realize or understand this, but you're saying that all the times you all were in public and acted worse than her, which you've done hundreds of times, each of you were absolute lunatics. So why is it that you didn't admit that you all were absolute lunatics all those times you were in public and have acted worse than she did? You have to make the argument that she was going to come and beat you up, but you don't know that. It's not like you let her come up and check you. It's not like you were, we know what she was going to do. All she did was walk towards you, and then you started saying she was going to beat you up. She didn't even threaten you. She said she was going to escort you out of the building, and she had a right to, by the way. She was the manager. So again, nice try, nice lie, ain't gonna work.
I couldn't believe what I.
You know what Justin said? Told me on the phone. He goes, Marissa, I wanted a reason to yell at you, but when I saw her cursing and taking the lowest end, I was like, oh no. Justin always wants a reason to reprimand me. But yes, she was wrong.
Thank you, Tanya.
And that was her mistake. So I do owe an apology. It's the right thing to do because remember, those Ashley furnitures are all over the country.
Yes.
And just think, when I walked into that Sea Caucus one,
yeah,
he saw that video, didn't know it was me.
Listen, they got rid of her. Right? They got rid of her.
Not my intention.
But it had to be done. They knew they couldn't have somebody like that going forward. That was not going to be good for Ashley or anybody else.
And it wasn't Andrew's fault.
It was one person's fault, and it was the person who behaved like that.
People going after Andra, all right, they were all bullhorn Betty haters.
One Eye Flo said she was a thug, and she was a thug. She behaved like a thug. She behaved like a straight up street thug.
I wish she would have beat me up. Tell me that wouldn't have been
well,
best.
If that would have been the case, she would have had more than your furniture delivered.
I would have owned that house that I pointed at.
I mean, you would have had. You would definitely had a nice settlement coming.
Yeah, she would have had a really nice settlement coming. Sure. People get settlements all the time when they've been asked to leave 27 times and they don't leave. And when they're pointing cameras in people's faces when they're asked not to. Yeah, they get settlements for that. Yeah, in your fantasy dream world, right? Like, she had a right to grab you and throw you out of the building in the very least. You do realize that, right? Like, she is a manager. She's tasked with keeping the grounds and everything. If they tell you to leave and you don't, they can throw you out without getting sued. Navy, how many people have been thrown out of somewhere, whether it be a private residence or a store or a bar, because they won't leave when they've been asked to? Like, this has happened probably, what, millions of times in history, or am I crazy?
Oh, it happens all the time. It's called trespassing.
Yes. And we know that these people are rampant trespassers. You can just search any of their names on YouTube with the word trespass. Many videos will come up showing them trespassing like crazy. See, these are the type of people that when you're driving a car, they will go out and they'll try to brake check you real fast to see if they're real broke. They're going to brake check you to see if you'll run into the back of them on accident. And then they can act like their neck hurt because they'll get a payment from the insurance company, a settlement from them just for pain and suffering, regardless, even if their neck didn't get hurt at all and they just say it does. These are the kind of opportunists. These are the kind of manipulators, liars, opportunists that you've seen out in society, many places. Their opportunistic behavior, though, is tied also to their camera. So isn't it ironic? Isn't it just crazy that the Ashley Furniture situation, they had already handled it at home? Every bit of information that they got from Ashley Furniture on the phone, they already had it before they even went there. They had no need to go there. See, they're not going to analyze their behavior a single iota. Soon as it's over, this is called gaslighting, specifically narcissistic gaslighting. It's one of the major tools of a narcissist and a con man or a thief or whatever, a scam artist to do this. And they want to have the event happen. They only want to show you parts of the event that they cherry pick. They only want you to remember parts of the event that they're going to still morph and change. And the number one thing that you can use to access as a tool to be able to figure out if someone you're dealing with is one of these people is to just ask yourself if they analyzed any of their behavior whatsoever. Can they go by their behavior, their choices, what they did, how they acted, and is it normal? Is it completely normal? Now, even if it was completely normal, I would still let them get mad without giving them points taken away, because it's a normal type of thing for you to get mad when you're in one of these scenarios. That's why when it comes to the customer service representative that got mad at them, I'm not going to take points away from her if she got mad. But what should have happened was that they never went in the first place, because all that Fascia told them was to call corporate. Remember? We all remember this, right? So they could have called, which they did, by the way, before they went in. So they know to call corporate. They've called corporate. They've talked to corporate. They've got the information they need. Why did they still go? Did they get there? They don't record themselves talking to Fascia. Fascia tells them, yeah, I told you guys, you got to call corporate. That's what you need to do. They don't record that. You notice how their comment section was filled with, why did you start recording in the middle? Where's the beginning? And that's why she had to upload, here's the footage from before we went in. And she didn't even upload that. She didn't even upload footage from before she went in. She didn't even give us the full footage. And you know she had it. You know that her and Betty had it. So again, remember this in the future, because what they're going to do in the future is do everything in their power not to make the mistakes they made in the Ashley Furniture situation. They're going to try to present you scenarios that start near the end of the scenario, but they're not going to let you know that it started at the end of the scenario. That'll be one thing they change in the future. They're going to make sure that when they take out footage from something that happened, they're going to make sure that they don't let you know that they have that footage. They're going to make sure that when they talk to them in the beginning, next time if something like that happens, they're not going to let you know they talked to them in the beginning. And they're going to get, they're going to try to get better and better and better at this, restricting you from knowing the truth about a situation so that they can make it into one of these kind of things, because it's how they profit. It's how they make money. And if they're not doing those things, they're taking someone like DRE, they're running a fundraiser and using their tragedies to steal the money, or they're taking some other person that's experienced a tragedy and manipulating and exploiting the situation, as we all know.
I'd be famous. I would have changed my name to Ashley. I would have shirts made. Yes, I'm the lady that got beat up.
See, Molly, if you would make jokes and you would talk about normal stuff, or even make jokes and try to keep people in a good spirit while you're talking about tragedies, as long as they were appropriate and not about the people involved, you would probably do good. There's a reason why a lot of people who get ripped off by Molly or doxxed by Molly don't report her to YouTube or Patreon. It's because they like Molly's jokes and quirks and dumb stuff she does. It's at least in a silly way entertaining. It's not boring. This is the non-boring part where Molly's joking around and shit. Is it the peak comedy and shit like that? No, but people do out there. There will be people that will laugh at it or be somewhat entertained by it. And this is where in the beginning of this whole story, I would say, I don't know much about Molly other than she's done some messed up stuff, and I criticized her for that with Gabby Petito, but I think that she can be funny sometimes. It's the entertainer that's in Molly, and it's sad. It's a shame because it's the manipulative quality of Molly. Molly has learned now that she can take this thing that people out there have liked about her in her life and use it to manipulate people who she does dox and steal from, because it's like a trust thing, or it's a feeling that people have when they're out there and they start to pity her. It's a pity thing. I'm sorry. Pity Molly because, she can make me laugh sometimes. And so I'm kind of pitying her. Maybe I'll give her another chance. And what happens is you're just stuck perpetually giving her another chance.
By that chick from Ashley Furniture. Like and subscribe.
People would love that, right? Sometimes you got to get beat over the head. You can take one for the team.
I would love to.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to do. They would have loved if Fascia would have beaten the shit out of both of them. I mean, shit, Betty had already peed her pants and was trying to shake the pee off of her socks with the stanky leg dance out the door. They would have loved it because then they could have filed lawsuits. And they wouldn't have even filed the lawsuits to win because they wouldn't have won. They would have filed the lawsuits so that they could bring it to YouTube and present themselves as victims, present themselves as the good guys that are being attacked and beaten up on. And it's just funny because it backfired on them so hard. They are still called Karens. That video is still circulating and they are still being called Karens. In the Karen circles where people make fun of people that ask to speak to managers and treat customer service people in shitty ways, they're still being made fun of today. So I think it's excellent.
By a big gargantuan woman.
Well,
Did you see how tall she is?
Tell me you've never been in a fight without telling me you've never been in a fight. This right here. I'm just going to take one for the team, let her beat me up. Yeah, okay. Oh, Corey.
And this is like another one of the cringy things Molly always does. So she takes a fact about a person sitting next to her that person is self-conscious about and then uses it as an insult towards someone else. So she's saying Fascia is a gargantuan woman and you know, people have already seen how tall and how big Mal is compared to normal sized people. So Molly, come on, it's very cringy. It's very, you know, I know that Mal is feeling embarrassed and feeling like you're making fun of her. I'm starting to think you do this on purpose. The trans am joke, you know, bringing up several other things that we've talked about. This now saying Fasha was a massive, big, gargantuan woman, right, Mal? And, you know, Mallory's crying inside when you do this to her. So just stop.
I mean, it didn't help the fact that I think they were standing up on an elevated platform too. Like, no.
So, of course, Mal's going to try to reduce how big Fasha was. Fasha's not gargantuan, Molly. You were just scared. Betty Peter Pants. You probably went a little doo-doo. Since you guys brought doo-doo up earlier, I'll go ahead and bring it up. You probably went a little bit doo-doo. You know, you were very, very scared. You aren't tough. It's an act. Betty isn't tough. She can only choke people that are smaller than her, weaker than her, or disabled and can't protect themselves. Y'all prey upon the vulnerable. People that prey upon the vulnerable aren't tough.
No, she was really fucking tall.
No, she was tall, but I think they were also up higher than you. Because I think, I don't know.
I don't know.
It just seems.
Yeah, of course, Mallory's going to be like, hey, now, don't talk about how Fasha is like super gargantuan, because it's not true. Again, you know what, Navy? I would love for Fasha to tell us how tall she is in feet and inches, because then I could finally just kind of wield it. I'm going to guess that Fasha's what? Under 5'6". 5'6".
I don't know, because I don't know how tall Molly and Betty are, but I'm guessing between 5'6" and 5'8". I mean, she seemed to be like tall, but she wasn't like, you know, 6'4", 6 foot. Or
normally tall, like a normal tall person, not some gargantuan person like Molly's trying to describe her as. She's skinny. She's not big. She's not muscular. She's just a normal woman. I mean, I don't know if I need to go back and look at the video again, Molly. Are you gaslighting me, or do I not remember this? Molly is 5'4", Molly is 5'3". So, yeah, she can't really... Fasha definitely isn't as big as you're trying to describe her as, Molly. You're just not that tall.
Like they might have been.
I don't remember.
Well, and Betty's got to be right around the same height as Molly, if not shorter. So
I think Betty is shorter. I think she is. It's just she's got really long arms. You know, Betty's got these like really long arms. And it's because she actually went to China. Did you hear about this? And she learned the ancient art of Chokido, so she could choke the shit out of anyone that pissed her off. And one of the ancient practices of Chokido is stretching your arms so you can choke people more easily, as it shows in this video that I captured of all of the people that Betty has choked in a 2-month period, which is about 300 people. It's a very long video of her choking everything she's ever choked. So, you know.
I just thought it was because she escaped Mordor with the rest of the bridge trolls. So,
you know it.
Mary, hello, Mary. But y'all love that I'm in the Queen's throne, by the way. Has anybody noticed that? Look at that.
We can't tell, Mal. You've got Molly's picture in your face and a phone covering you up. We have no idea.
I'm literally in the Queen's V chair, right? Hate us.
We don't know. How do we know? 50% of the screen is blocked.
Yes. I mean, you didn't even show them that new chair that I got. Show them that new chair I got. It's so fucking hot.
I want to, but I'm plugged in, and then
because Mallory, if you didn't know earlier, she let us know that she's an expert in furniture, along with the piano expert. And then there was another expert that she just said she was, and I'm forgetting what it is because she's an expert at everything.
That's why I want to do it at the end. When we're done here, that's when we're going to tour the living room.
Oh, sure. You make sure you put up all of her different crack and meth and all of the stuff that's just laying out everywhere.
Just before whenever we close this,
she's like, I've got all my crack back there and all of my Adderall or whatever the hell it is.
We're going to tour the living area. That
Lisa Marie.
You notice that she still has intensive care unit on the screen. She's like, Mal likes to go and torture kids in the ICU, and so we created this little sock account for her.
What'd you say about Lisa Marie?
I want to speak to her.
Oh,
privately.
She wants to speak to her privately, so she's either going to e-beg her for $1,000 or dox her. One of those two things is coming up.
Chop. Mallory, it's up to you tonight to keep Molly and Princess out of trouble. Who's going to keep me out of trouble? I'm not.
Mal, the only trouble that you get in is creeping, stalking, cancer kids, and I don't think there's going to be any at the bar. I think you're the one that's going to be free to keep them in line.
Down a hot minute. Listen.
Unless the bar's name is St. Jude's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The bar is going to be like a special like outing for St. Jude's or something, and Mal's going to be creeping Molly and them in there so she can exploit all the sick kids while they're eating hot wings.
Perhaps you didn't see my last trip to Memphis. Listen, who's going to keep me out of trouble? Just saying.
Not you. If you're within 100 miles of a cancer hospital, watch out. I never thought I'd get to make these jokes when I started doing YouTube. I didn't think I'd make jokes about the cancer hospital stalker.
Right.
Definitely a very good, unique joke arc to go on.
I'm her fucking secretary now. Right on top of that, Rose.
I love you.
You know, it'd been funny if when they high-fived, Molly just like flew the other way, like, wow!
Now she offered to get my first cup, and I said no.
You really are gargantuan, Mal. You just knocked me over.
I'll get my first cup. You don't have to start. But what the hell? When in Rome, when getting the full Go Lightly experience, why not just? Right on top of that, Rose. Why not let go?
No, the full Go Lightly experience involves graveyards. And it involves magical rituals where it opens her mouth to extremely large proportions and inhales the souls of her victims. So I don't think you're getting the MGL experience, Mal.
Right?
Don't forget stealing money from strippers.
While sitting in her chair.
Would you like
That too.
or Canadian?
In the Queen's chair, right? Just see how it feels.
That's like the half Molly experience is getting your nightly wages stolen. The other experience is getting your soul inhaled. So, you know, somewhere in between there is the Molly experience.
By the way, see, this is what I would look like with you know, this is what people, you know, if you want to elevate my lifestyle, right? If you want to elevate the House of Williams.
Why do we want to, Lord, I've never seen such narcissists on YouTube. Something about your content over the years has made you think that you are the most special, the most perfect, the most beautiful, the most everything. You think that you deserve to only have you do not elevate your lifestyle. You don't, never do you. You live in a shed and don't pay any bills. The people that elevate your lifestyle, you beg from. I've never seen anything like this to this degree. And I've seen some really hardcore e-beggars.
We gotta raise the game. This is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you to go to work, and you're going to work your ass off, and you're just going to give me the money. I don't have to do content. I don't have to have talent. I don't have to make you laugh. I don't have to put on a good show. I don't have to edit videos for hours. I don't have to write my live stream and get it prepared because I'm just going to sit here and coerce you to give me money while I high-five this midget next to me. I'm just kidding. She's not that short. It's a joke.
Over here at the House of Williams, trying to elevate the game, people. So I too can move on up the food chain a little bit, right?
Yeah, the only way you're going to move up the food chain is if people go to work and they work 40 hours and they wait, patiently, doing nothing for themselves but laying in bed or going to work, and they wait for you to go live and they send you their wages, Mal. That's what the end goal of your elevating yourself is. So you could at least be honest about it. You just want the people that watch you to go work a full-time job, barely pay their bills, and give you all of the excess money. We get it. We know that's what you want. Most people don't want that. Most people, if they're on the platform, want to do some form of content, some form of comedy, some form of commentary in order to get the cash. You, on the other hand, nuh-uh. You're just going to sit down and you're just going to blab.
Get me a nice little deluxe apartment in the sky, okay? Oh, but to do that, partners, I've got some.
Well, you see, Mal, let me correct you. You're going to get a deluxe hovel or cave in hell for the way you're living. The deluxe apartment in the sky is what you get when you live a good life, where you make people happy and you respect them and you try to be cool with people. If you want to make jokes and those jokes are edgy and they sometimes might make fun of someone or something, that's fine because it's a joke. That's why it's not inherently evil. The thing about you and Molly and Betty and them, you are inherently evil. It's not a stretch. It's not hard. It's not a leap to come to this conclusion because you are users, abusers, compulsive liars, and cons. You are scammers. So I'm sorry you don't get a deluxe apartment in the sky for that shit, but there is a place where you do get a deluxe hovel or hole in the wall, and it's down really low.
Some more e-begging to do.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Did she just say e-begging? Because I swear I just heard the word e-begging.
Oh, but to do that, partners, you know, I've got some more e-begging to do.
Okay, good. You at least
She did,
admit-
yeah.
Okay, because that's what she's doing here. She's been called out to the point that, and the haters get to her so much, she repeatedly watches. She is one of those YouTubers that watches her analytics full time, her revenue on her studio page full time, while she's playing hater videos that she calls them, which in reality is just people criticizing her like we're doing right now. So because she's obsessive over the criticism she gets, it turns into her hating, calling them haters, classifying them in haters the way she does. And by the way, I'm sure she does have a few haters. I'm not going to go so far as to say that Mal does not have a few haters out there. There is no way that her haters equate to what she tries to say they are. I've looked and I can't find them, but I'm going to be nice and give them to her because it's impossible for Mal to be as disrespectful, nasty, and e-beg as much as she does and not, you know, just get criticism. But she definitely probably has a couple haters.
All right.
Nothing like she says. And I'm sure all they do is just go around and insult her here or there. Barely. I'm sure they're not even that active because really, when you have somebody that's so bad like Molly and Mal that they do it to themselves, you don't have to go around hating on them all the time. You don't have to because, you know, they're driven crazy. Like most people hate on someone because they hope it drives them crazy or that it has a negative effect on that person. And you know, that's what they want because that's the kind of person they are when they're accurately a hater. The people out there that really don't like Mal, they know all they got to do is criticize her. They're going to hurt her more by criticizing her than they are by hating on her.
You know, I've got the golden cup. I've got the golden cup. Hit the likes, friends.
No, the golden cup would happen if you were not taking advantage of people to get the money. You're scamming, which is not a golden cup.
So sorry the super chats aren't available today, but the Cash Apps and the Venmos and the PayPal links are all right there.
I don't believe you. So if your super chat all of a sudden just isn't available, it's because you've had monetization pulled from your channel, because it happens in stages. When they first pull monetization from you, sometimes your memberships stay for a day or 2 days, and so you can still have those. But your super chat disappears, then your ads disappear, and you eventually realize your memberships are gone and they've been refunded, and YouTube lets you know you've been demonetized. And I don't think that's what's happened to you. I think you probably went in and turned off super chats because you just got paid by YouTube and already are broke and you're needing Venmos and Cash Apps. And I think you just, because you know you can go into your studio and turn off super chats. And I'm thinking that's what she did because I don't believe YouTube just stopped. Her super chats just stopped working.
Okay, I appreciate it. If you're enjoying today.
Oh, Betty had court for her credit card fraud. I bet she's broke. Did that already happen, Kelly? Ooh. Yeah, Mal's gender makes no difference to me. Molly's gender makes no difference to me. Gender is not part of this conversation. I will not let Mal make it part of the conversation. I've already said, if you're an adult, my opinion is that you can do whatever you want that doesn't hurt other people. If you want to go out there and do anything you want to yourself, anything to express yourself, whatever it is, you're in a free country, you have freedom, and you can exercise that freedom. I myself may not make the choices you make for me, but that's perfectly fine. And it has nothing to do with this. I've criticized Betty and Molly for a long period of time for the same things Mal's doing before I ever even looked at Mal because I didn't know who she was. I didn't know what her role was. And once I finally realized it was some of the extreme things she's done lately, I've criticized her. And her gender plays no role unless she's trying to frame somebody for being transphobic, which if they are transphobic, I'll call them out. But I'm not going to. That cop did not act transphobic. Well, we've hit the 2-hour mark. We're actually a little over. So I am going to go offline, y'all. In fact, I was going to say I'd come back later, but it's 8 o'clock, so I'm not. But we will stream early tomorrow on Sunday and catch up on some of the other things we need to react to. I didn't get too many clips from this because I have this whole video, and the whole video is an e-begging mess. If I ever need e-begging clips, I can just go to this video. So what do you think, Navy? Do you think that they're being affected by the fact that they've been exposed to a point that they're kind of just scrambling around and confused and crazy? Because that's where I'm at with it. Yeah,
no, I agree, and I think it's hurting them real bad. I think they're getting hit on both fronts. They're getting hit on they can't go out and do what they normally did. We talked about this before, right? Because the cops are onto them. And two, they're losing members and stuff when they get called out because they're running around scared, so they go even harder and crazier, and people are leaving. They're just like, I can't do this anymore, you know. And so yeah, they're scared and they're trying to freak out, and that's why they're getting together. That's why they're doing all this stuff together with each other, right? Is because It's like this show of force, right? They're still together. So that's my opinion.
I'm with you, bro. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. If you supported the stream, thank you so much. Hey, you know what you could do? You could super chat or cash app me. I'm going to put it in the chat. Look at your Veda tattoo. I will. Kelly, I promise. I've got it in Discord waiting on me. I promise you. I will pull it up. I'll give you rocks next time, Lauren, because I do have my daughter is texting the hell out of me too. So if you want to support me, there it is. We'll be back soon, and tomorrow we're going to get caught up. So if you want to hang out with us for a minute, tomorrow's the day. This week you're getting some uploads, so the streams are going to be shorter, but that's okay because you will get them made up on the weekend. Thank you guys. You guys rock, and I will see you soon.